Okay, in this tutorial, which covers 5F and 5G, you will learn how to calculate the original amount of an object or an article of clothing, for example, and you will learn how to calculate simple interest. First, let's look at 5F, finding the original amount. Given an original amount, we are within a certain percentage change, we have seen how we can obtain a new amount. But we can also reverse this problem. So if you know the percentage change, a new amount, we can calculate the original. All right? This example number 12, an electrical goods store buys a TV set at a wholesale price. The price of the TV is increased by 25% at the store. So it is now $5.50. All right. What was the price the store bought the TV? Okay, so we have the TV, and we have it in the big supermarket, right? And it has a certain price tag. Then it's sold to, let's say, I don't know, Home Depot or something, and now it's going to be, the price is increased. So we have to figure out what was the original price, and this is how they do it. You have the cost price plus the multiplier, which equals selling price. So the cost price of the television, as you've learned from the multiplier before, is 1.25. How do we get 1.25? Because it's been increased by 25%. So the price of the TV has increased. Okay? So we know the price of TV is 100 plus 25. They give us right here, and you get 125. And as a decimal, that would be 1.25. This is our multiplier. Okay? And you take that multiplier right here, and you multiply it by the cost price, which equals 150. And you take 150, and you divide it by the multiplier to get 440. So the cost of the television is 440. Now let's break this down. This might be a little bit confusing. Let's break it down with the next problem. Okay, let's look at this problem here. We have the original amount that we need to find. Given that, we have an increase of 20%, and the original was 24. What always helps is to write the formula down. Here's the formula for percentage increase and decrease that you need to memorize. You need to know this in your head. You need to know how to use it. And it is difference over original. Okay? So we're just playing with this. This is the reverse of what we did in the previous tutorial. So let's see what information we have. We have an increase of 20%. So we already have the percentage increase. Okay? We have 20%. Now, do we have the difference? No. The length was, see the verb was, the length was 24. So we know this thing was 24 centimeters long. What we do not know, and what we're trying to find out, is, well, the difference, which is x. And with the difference, then we can figure out what the original amount is. So now we're basically into algebra, okay? We have our equation. So let's split it down the middle. Okay, we have x that we need to get by itself. X divided by 24, how do we get that by itself? Well, we simply multiply by 24 on both sides. Okay? That now crosses out 24. That leaves us with our x, that we still don't know what it is, equals 24 times 20%, which is 0.20. And now we have 4.8. Okay? We have 4.8 centimeters. That is x. Is that the answer? No. The answer, remember, it was 24. Now it has increased. The difference, the increase has been 4.8 centimeters. So we need to take 4.8 and we need to add that to 24 to find the answer. All right, we take 24, we add 4.8, and we have 28.8. Okay, so the length has gone from 24 has increased by 20% and now is 28.8. That is our new answer. Let's take this second problem. After a decrease of 15%, the mass was 51 kilograms. So again, we have a decrease. So the percentage increase is actually a percentage decrease. Okay? It's a decrease. So it's a decrease of 15%. Now we have again our formula, difference over original. Okay? Here we have 15% or 0.15. The difference, we don't know what it is, but we do know the original is 51. We do not know what the difference is, so we're going to simply now take this and we do exactly what we did in the previous situation. We get x by itself. How do we do that? We multiply it by 51 and multiply this by 51. 51 times 0.15, 7.65. Okay? 7.65 equals x. What do we do with 7.65? Again, remember, this problem has decreased by 15%. So we need to take 7.65. We need to subtract that from 51. We need to subtract that to find what the new length is, or the new mass, excuse me. So our answer is 43.35. That is the new mass, okay? Again, we took percentage increase, decrease, we plugged in the formula, difference over original, and we simply just did basic algebra to get x by itself. And then once we got x, which is the difference, we then subtracted that if it was a decrease, or you added if it's an increase.